The UN Foundation very happily has an energy theme, and also a Global Alliance for Clean Cook Stoves. Is hosting the Global Alliance for Clean Cook Stoves. So there are natural relationships, I think, that come from the UN Foundation Global Alliance on this subject. And I would like to see this group around this table, picking up from your question, Catherine, be sort of the nexus of something that will resonate within the UN Foundation, which has got muscle, and within the Global Alliance, which has got huge network, you saw all the participants, and within the UN Association that's got a lot of grassroots, vigorous people and ideas that want to, come to the fore. Now, in relation to Brazil, we've had the pleasure of a young woman, Carolina Magalhães, who you see at the end of the table. She's been working with us as an intern for the UNA Southern Division, and also to some extent for the Public-Private Alliance Foundation. She's been a student at a college just up the road from us in Terrytown, and she's going to return to Brazil shortly. So I took the opportunity to connect her with the head of the Project Gaia organization that we collaborate with on these stoves. Project Gaia is the one that has brought these stoves to our attention, and they have, as you might think, a connection in Brazil, which has got a lot of sugar, and is running ethanol for vehicles as well as for other things. So now Carolina is got an automatic connection with this network for Project Gaia, for the Rio +20 conference, for continuing with us in terms of what may happen with the Public-Private Alliance Foundation's interest in several countries. And she's been good enough to name a successor, Pedro Vicente, who also speaks Portuguese, but from Portugal in this case. And Pedro is now starting as an intern with us. So this is the way that one thing can lead to another. And I'm very happy that you've raised that question.
Well, there's one other comment I want to make, that the UN Foundation, UNA, has just established a UNA Women, and they're hoping to get that off the ground. So perhaps that can be the link that you're describing, and I would like to see that happen, Tanisha.
And just to add to this, I think it's important to note that while the Alliance right now is in this specific phase, as part of our communication strategy, we will be developing a strategy for reaching grassroots networks in developed countries, where we're needing to get to policymakers and decision makers about this issue. So we don't have the infrastructure quite there yet, but we've been doing certain things. So, for example, Julia Roberts just released an op-ed in partnership with us, announcing or talking about cook stoves for International Women's Day. So we've been working on some high-level awareness raising or high-profile sorts of things, but I think in the next year you'll see us reaching out as being housed at the UN Foundation, particularly reaching out to UNA and your networks to start promoting this issue, because particularly around the issue of cook stoves, the awareness is so low.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And I think this might be a very exciting vehicle to do that.